NFL, you trolling bastards. Yo, shout out to everybody here in the building. I appreciate you guys. I see One Up, D's, Vicky. Everybody is here. Team Raider, Raider DTJ. Shout out to everybody, man. Salute to you guys. I took about 4 or 5 days off, man. Kicked it with the family, man. Just enjoying family life. We're snowed in right now out here in Dallas, Texas, man. It is insane. So I said, you know what? I seen the tweet from Derek Carr himself come out today on Twitter. And I said, you know what? I got to go live on this one, man. This is going to be fun. The NFL has definitely pulled the ultimate troll job, and I love it because Derek Carr now joins the likes of the great, the legendary Tyler Huntley as the 2 new quarterbacks to be in the new flag football Pro Bowl, you guys. We're going to talk about it here on DOX ENT. Shout out to everybody, man. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. You guys already know what it is. I am your host, Graphk Raider. I salute you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let's talk about it, man. I'm going to read the tweet real quick, you guys, for those who haven't seen it. It is on the thumbnail, but the Carrs are definitely having fun with this. I just seen David Carr actually tweeted out and just put a bunch of us laughing emojis and shit. But Derek Carr puts a bunch of laughing emojis, right? He says, well, maybe this invitation got lost in the mail from past seasons, but I'm going back to the Pro Bowl. So I'm assuming what he's saying is, well, maybe the invitation got lost in the mail from previous ones because, let's be honest, he didn't deserve it this year at all. Led the league in INTs while he was out there, got benched the last 2 games of the season. But I think that's what he was kind of alluding to. Maybe this invitation got lost in the mail from past seasons, but I'm going back to the Pro Bowl. Number 4, see you soon, Vegas. So Derek Carr will be going to his 4th Pro Bowl. I think this is his 2nd or 3rd being an alternate. I believe 2016 was the only season that he went as a true Pro Bowler, right? But it doesn't matter. Alternates count as well. I'm not taking nothing away from DC. I'm excited because I think that this definitely helps trade value. I mean, doesn't it? I mean, he went from overnight, a guy being benched, 3-time Pro Bowler, to a 4-time Pro Bowl guy. I think we can use this in trade talks. I'm going to be honest. I think we can use this as a tool. You know, I mean, I think that a lot of the GMs out here in the NFL know now that, you know, the Pro Bowl is kind of a shit show at this point, right? I don't think that they really look at this too much as anything. I think they look at more as the all-pro, second-team all-pro. You know, I mean, they look at all-pro talent at this point. Pro Bowl, I mean, come on, man. Tyler Huntley was just named an alternate for Josh Allen. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy. Tyler Huntley. That is insane. But maybe we could somehow, some way use this. And I know a lot of people in the nation kept saying that, you know, Derek Carr deserved a proper farewell. Well, guess what, you guys? At this point, I think this is it. He gets to play his last game in Allegiant Stadium. I mean, he's going to have, you know, flags on his hips and shit, but it is what it is, right? He gets to play his last game in Allegiant Stadium. A lot of Raider Nation that were really mad and upset about us moving on from him get one last chance to watch him wear the Raiders logo on his jersey. You know what I mean? That's cool for all the guys that need that, you know, that proper farewell. I'm here for it. But this weekend, I will be out there. I'll be out there Friday night. Sunday, Is it Sunday? I think the game is Sunday, right? We get a chance to watch Derek Carr one last time with flags on his hips as a Raider. What if the fool gets injured? Doesn't that F us? Andrew, at this point, man, he's not going to get injured. These guys are going to go out there and literally just throw the ball around. I don't even know if Derek Carr even gets a bunch of burn like that. You know what I mean? So I think he knows what's at stake. I think the Raiders knows what's at stake. The NFL knows that what's at stake. And who's to say that he's not traded by that time? I mean, you know what I mean? Maybe there's an agreement before then with another team. That would be hilarious, right? If the NFL literally trolled us and put Derek Carr in the Pro Bowl, and we agreed to a trade before the Pro Bowl this weekend. I mean, I know it can't be official until the 15th of next, or was it the 15th of next month, right? Oh, no, I'm sorry, the 15th of March. But we can start looking for trade partners now. At this point, that would be hilarious to find someone to agree to make a trade for Derek Carr before this weekend. That would be fucking hilarious. But Andrew, I'm not too worried about Derek Carr going out there and getting injured. This is literally a game of nothing. They're going to go out there with flags, and it's not going to be – this isn't a regular football game. There's no helmets, shoulder pads. It's none of that. It's none of that. Shout out to Andrew. Appreciate you on the donation. Shout out to everybody here in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button. Mario, my dog Greenberry in the building. Good morning, bro. I'm pissed on what I heard on the other channel. Loyalty is with you. I don't care, man. God bless everybody out there on on YouTube, man, doing their things and talking shit. It is what it is, man. Look, I talk football over here. You know what I mean? That's simple and plain. I'm not going to be doing a million lives about other people. That's just not what I do. You know what I'm saying? So salute to them. Salute to everybody else. I'm on here just rocking. You know what I mean? I'm rocking, man. So it is what it is. Shout out to Mario. Appreciate you, King. Spivey, that's what's up, bro. Shake, rattle, and roll. You know what? You don't even have to unsubscribe. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, man, I missed it. I missed it the past 4 or 5 days. I get to come back and have some fun. I ain't smoked nobody on YouTube in a while, man. Spivey, man, stop taking everything so damn serious, bro. Let's be honest. There's not one person here. Not one person here. I don't even care. Even if you're a huge Derek Carr fan, he did not deserve to be in the Pro Bowl this season. He did not deserve to be in the Pro Bowl this season. You know what I mean? But Tyler Huntley didn't deserve to be in the Pro Bowl either. So, hey, man, if you're one of those people, man, that just, Graph's being negative and blah, 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 it is what it is, man. I'm going to be real. I'll be the guy to speak truth about this. The dude did not deserve to be at all in a Pro Bowl this season. And to be real with you, seeing him and Tyler Huntley being put in there last minute lets me know how much of a shit show, this Pro Bowl game is now. You know what I mean? Kind of is what it is. But you no longer have to unsubscribe, my brother. You are out of here. Let me see. His farewell tour. I mean, hey, a lot of people said that Derek Carr deserved a farewell tour, right? Or he deserved better on the way out. So, here we are. He gets one more chance. He gets one more shot at Allegiant Stadium. I'm here for it. Cool, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. The thing is this, you guys, I don't hate Derek Carr. So if we get one additional Raider to be added to the Pro Bowl, that's great. I mean, we're still 6-11 this season. I'm not happy that, we got a kicker and a receiver and a quarterback and a running back in the Pro Bowl and we're 6-11. So, there's nothing to really be hyped up about, but the Pro Bowl is at Allegiant Stadium. It is in Las Vegas. It's at our home stadium. So, hey, I think this is the NFL trolling, but also giving most people out there a chance to say goodbye to their guy. You know what I mean? So, I'm not upset about it. I think it's actually cool. It's actually cool. Let me see. Shout out to Branch. Nah, he had the opportunity to lead the squad and earn a fat contract, and he choked. I love his commitment to the team, but we can do bad by ourselves. Talk that shit, Branch. Talk it. Talk. Let me see. Shout out to 603. Salute, Doc. It's been a while since I've seen you snipe. Look, man, I just want to have fun doing this YouTube stuff, right? I don't want to take it too serious. I'm blessed to be able to talk about my team for a living, you know what I mean? And you know, make a clothing line and all that good stuff, man. I just want to have fun. That's it. I just want to have fun. I'm not going to take anything too serious, but if you want to unsubscribe from me making a video about Derek Carr going to the Pro Bowl and me speaking the obvious of saying that he didn't deserve it, then hey, man, you don't have to unsubscribe. I will do the work for you, man. You know what I mean? You know, these days people don't want to put the work in anyway, right? They want to be lazy and let everybody else do the work for them. So guess what? I will do the work for you. Let me see. RJ, this is facts. This is the NFL fishing for views and attendance. And this is also a way of them creating a new narrative, you know what I'm saying, that Derek Carr will find, he will get his farewell, his proper farewell, right? This is them getting more people to go out there. Probably more people in Vegas are going to go to the game now. A lot of, you know, guys that love Carr are going to go to the game. They're going to go buy those tickets and go to the game. They're going to go and do all the, you know, all the other shit around the stadium, all the fun fan fest shit. They're going to be there, right? They're going to be there. So this is definitely a way of the NFL capitalizing on the drama between the Raiders and the Carr family. So, hey, you know, why not? I mean, everybody else capitalizes on drama and bullshit. Why not? I mean, hey, well played, NFL. Well played. What's good, Doc? Shout out to my brother Kane Town. Does this raise DC's trade value in your opinion? I mean, technically, you could say he went from 3 Pro Bowls to 4. But I just said this, Kane. I think that a lot of these GMs are smart enough to say that the Pro Bowl doesn't matter anymore. I think trade value equates to all pro, second team all pro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, shit like Josh Jacobs leading the league in rushing. You know what I mean? Devontae Adams being top 5 in receiving yards. You know what I mean? I think he was number 1 in touchdowns, right? There's shit like that where GMs are going to look at and say, okay, it's not just – I mean, look at the end of NBA All-Star game, you guys. I swear it feels like Yao Ming still gets voted into this day, and he hasn't been in the NBA in like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, it's just the fans. You pretty much just – the fans have all full control of what's going on. And I think – you know, the NFL heard the outcry from all the Derek Carr fans on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all that good stuff and said, you know what, why not put him in there? You know, Josh Allen's not playing. Burrow's not out there. Mahomes isn't there. Hurts isn't there. All the best quarterbacks are not out there. You know what I mean? So why not throw a guy out there that at least help them sell tickets? I hear. Look, get your money, NFL. I'm not mad at you. Can't wait for Carr. Last TD pick 6. Andrew, you stupid, bro. You stupid, man. You are crazy. Hey, man, you know, there's so much drama in the nation with the whole, you know, Derek Carr. People don't want him, and people do want him. It'd be hilarious to see him throw like a 50-yard bomb to end the game to win. That would be just so hilarious in a flag football game, because then a lot of these Kardashians, right, are going to go on Twitter and be like, see, that's the quarterback that we – no, I'm just fucking around. Shout out to Wade. NFL out here clout chasing at his finest. There you go. Facts, Wade. Shout out to – hey, I wanted to have fun with this live, you guys. I want to have fun. Yes, this is true. This is true. Derek Carr has been added to the Pro Bowl. He has been added to the Pro Bowl. Cam, Saturday night, bro. We're gonna put the flyer up probably tonight or tomorrow for the spot that we're gonna be kicking it at Saturday night. So stay tuned. For those who don't know, me, Kenny King Jr., Raider Cody, and our brother, man, our Oos, Samoan Raider, will be live tonight, you guys. We're gonna be talking Raiders football, and we're also gonna be breaking down what we're going to be doing out there at the Pro Bowl this weekend in Las Vegas. So stay tuned for that. Shout out to my brother Chuck. Got to shine the car up, man. There you go. There you go. Facts, bro. Let me see. I think this is fun, you guys. I think this is fun. I really do. I think this is cool, man. I really do. I think this is actually really cool. Look, it's a flag football game, you guys. The NFL has already made a mockery out of the Pro Bowl as is. They turned it into a flag football game, right? They don't have to book Derek Carr's flight. Saves them money. You can probably walk to Allegiant Stadium damn near from where he lives. It makes all the sense in the world. It makes all the sense in the world. Why not? Let the scrubs unsub to you. You know I'm with you, big bro. Shout out to Raider Nation Cali, my dog, man. Appreciate you, bro. My mic, you guys, my mic is not hooked up right now. I'm just using my laptop. Something happened with a piece of my mic. I got to fix it, man. So sorry for the audio, you guys. I'm not using my microphone right now, so I can't do the scrub how I want to do it, but it will be back up and running this weekend. So stay tuned. I can't go to Best Buy right now to go buy me what I need because there's literally a snowstorm outside. Shout out to Andrew, man. I'm trolling big time. Hi. Hope Carr balls out for real. This is facts, man. I hope he goes out there and has fun. I hope that he gets the exact, farewell that he wants, going out there and signing autographs for the nation and kicking it with the people that really, really support Derek Carr. I think that's really cool, man. I do. I know a lot of you guys think I hate Derek Carr. I don't. I love the person. I just don't like the football player, right? So, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm not bashing him, but I do think it's going to be really cool for, guys to be able to go out there with their number 4 jerseys on, go get him signed, and you know what I mean, just one last hurrah for the guys who need it. I think it's cool. I think it's cool, man. Let me see. He said he'll throw a pick 6. No, wait, it's not. It's not. I said this already a few times on the live thus far. GMs know what matters and what don't matter anymore these days, in the NFL. And in terms of the Pro Bowl, I don't think that with this year it becoming a flag football game. This is year 1. It's a flag football game, right? I remember last year was damn near a 2-hand touch. Like it was ugly. I mean, at this point, I don't think that the GMs are dumb enough to look at Pro Bowls and say, oh, well, he made 4 Pro Bowls. Woo, woo, woo. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you guys, Derek Carr was named a Pro Bowl alternate the same day that Tyler Huntley of the Baltimore Ravens was named a Pro Bowl alternate. So, you got to kind of take that with a grain of salt. Short Jaw, I do believe he does. I do believe a lot of these guys do have, clauses and certain things in their contract that states they get a bonus if they do go to the Pro Bowl. So if he does, man, that's cool. One more bag on the way out. I respect it, man. I respect anybody getting their money. So at the end of the day, if he does get a bonus for that, that is dope, man. That is definitely dope. Shout out to Junior. Bang, bang, Weiner gang. Scrubs, they back in hiding. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank God. Thank God. It felt like we won this past weekend watching them boys lose. No, RJ Raider, I don't. I know Purdy will be on the back burner for the next 6 months. Trey Lance will be ready to go, a former first-round pick that they gave up the farm for to move up to get. I don't see them going out and getting Derek Carr. And I also do not see them going out and paying $15 to $20 million for a Tom Brady when they still have a Trey Lance and a Brock Purdy on rookie contracts. Unless they do like a 1-year deal. But I don't see Derek Carr going and signing a 1-year deal. You know what I mean? I think he's going to go out and sign a long-term deal with the team of his liking. The Niners have the defense, even though DeMarco Ryans, he's moving on. Their defensive coordinator is out of there. He's probably going to the Houston Texans. So that is something to monitor, but I do not see Derek Carr going to the Niners. It would be hilarious, though, right? Because I know a lot of Niner fans that I know growing up, a lot of my brothers and cousins and family back home in Northern California, killed me year in and year out for Derek Carr being our quarterback. So that would be hilarious if he did go over there, right? To hear these guys, that's my quarterback now. Yeah. All right. Because before you were shitting on him left and right. But that would definitely be another troll, another power play from the Carr family going to the Niners, going to a team that, every Raider fan hates and every Niner fan hates the Raiders. I mean, you know what I mean? So it would be hilarious if that happened. But nah. Shout out to Big Mike, my dog. Shit, I just got a call to be a Pro Bowl alternate. Hey, they might as well hit me up too, bro. I already paid for my own flight. Bro. For the F. Facts. Oh, yeah, man. We're going to be live all day today. Okie Raider, we're going to be live all day today, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Wanted to talk about this Derek Carr stuff with you guys for a little bit. Shoot the shit. I think this is – I didn't expect to wake up to see this. I'll tell you that. When I went to Twitter and seen Derek Carr's tweet, I said, oh, no, this shit is not over, man. We got to go through at least another week of talking about Derek Carr being connected to the Raiders. Another week of this shit. Another week. So I said, you know what? Why not jump on it early and let me just get my shit out the way so I don't have to talk about it moving forward, right? Because I think this is hilarious. And I think Cody, you bastard, you just got to alley-oop for tonight's live. You just got to alley-oop for tonight's live. I know Cody's going to come on with his Derek Carr jersey, grinning from fucking ear to ear, talking about this shit. It's going to be hilarious. Shout out to my brother, Raider Cody, man. SVT, this is facts. This offseason is definitely going to be lit. This is factory, man. Shout out to you and your Derek Carr jersey in your default picture, my brother. I like that. I like the white joint. That's wet. That's wet. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up if you're not subscribed to the channel yet. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys for all being here, rocking with me. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. We're talking about Derek Carr being named to his 4th Pro Bowl today, you guys. I believe his 2nd or 3rd as an alternate. So, you know, he gets his proper farewell that everybody thinks, well, that a lot of people thinks he deserves on the way out of Las Vegas. Raider Rudy, who is the QB then for us? Rodgers, Brady, or Jimmy G? I don't think Jimmy G is an option, even though I did enjoy watching him smile on the sideline when they were getting cooked. I found that shit to be just hilarious. I literally was dying inside a little bit watching that shit. It was funny as hell. But I'm going to say this. Rodgers, too much draft capital. You have to give up way too much to get him. That's at least 2 first-round picks and then some. Brady, you know, if he does decide on coming back, you don't have to give up anything. So I think Brady is the guy. You know, he fits the mold. He already knows this system down to a T. I've said it a million times. Brady is the perfect bridge quarterback to bring in right now to help our young guy moving forward. I don't know who that is. I know they said that Hendon Hooker now, you guys, will be ready to go for training camp. That's big. That may help his draft capital a little bit. I still think that he'll be somewhere in that 3rd round to 5th round range coming out of Tennessee. That's definitely a name to keep an eye on. But I would not be shocked if this team does go in and go get C.J. Stroud. I would not be shocked if they trade up to go get him. We need a quarterback of the future, one that's going to be the true quarterback of the future. If you bring in Stidham, we don't know what he is yet, right? He looked great against the Niners. Then he shit the bed against the Chiefs. We don't know if he's going to be the guy moving forward. And, you know, what is he, 25, 26 years old, somewhere around there? I think we kind of know who Stidham is at this point. So I don't think that he is the future of this team moving forward. You got to get somebody young. You got to get – this is a young quarterback league now. I mean, look at Hurts and Mahomes, both young guys in the Super Bowl. Burrow, young guy, was just in the AFC Championship. You know what I mean? Josh Allen. The list goes on. You know what I mean? Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. The guy got hurt in the NFC Championship. If he didn't, it would have been a whole different ball game, right? So you have to have somebody young. So I don't know if this regime is going to go all in on a C.J. Stroud, but I will say this. If somehow, some way, Jalen Carter is there at 7 or there at 5, and you got to trade up and go get him. I don't care. You go get Jalen Carter. But if there's no real guy that you think that can be a star defender at 7 where you are, and, you know, I'm not against, you know, moving up and going to get C.J. Stroud. If Carter's off the board, Will Anderson is off the board. You know what I mean? Most of those defenders are off the board. You know, Tyree Wilson. I don't care. I would definitely go get their guy. And from what I heard a lot behind the scenes a few months ago was that there was Josh McDaniels loved Bryce Young, and you know, David Ziegler loved C.J. Stroud. So I heard there was some type of divide with 2 quarterbacks. But I will say this: Bryce Young is gone at number 2 anyway. he's gone. If somebody doesn't trade up with Chicago to 1, he'll be gone at 2 regardless to the Houston Texans. Let me see. Sean, I heard that Gronk said he would choose the Bucs over the Raiders. Look, that's Gronk. It's not Brady. You know what I mean? Whatever Gronk eats don't make Brady shit. So at the end of the day, I know those guys are tight. I know they're good friends. But until I hear Brady come out and say whatever he wants to say, I don't believe anything. Let me see. Ziegler likes Anthony Richardson. John B. Look, there's a lot to like about him. There's a lot to like about Anthony Richardson, but he is a boom or bust product out of Florida. He's boom or bust. So, you know, it's kind of difficult. Let me see. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Johnny says, do you see us trading up for Stroud? I don't see him there at 7. I don't see him there at 7 at all. But I think if he falls down to the 4-5 range, I definitely do believe that Zeke starts making some calls and seeing what it would take to move up to go get him. Definitely, man. Definitely. There's still some sneaky teams that you have to keep an eye on, you guys. You know what I mean? I see Seattle going defense, but Seattle, they need a quarterback of the future. You know what I mean? I think they learned their lesson paying Russell Wilson all that money. I think they want to keep a young quarterback inexpensive and build their defense up like they did before when they had, you know, when they won their Super Bowl, when they went on their run. I don't think they want to pay Geno Smith. I don't think they want to pay him. You know what I mean? Unless he comes in for, you know, a pretty cheap contract. I don't see them paying him astronomical money. So I do see Seattle going defense. But if they don't, I can see them being a team that can go in on C.J. Stroud because they want that rookie contract quarterback to build the defense up. Let me see. He said the beard is in check. I'm actually going to get my shit cut tomorrow. They will want first rounders, but what you want isn't always what you get, and the Packers have no leverage. We shall see, man. Either way, we're going to have a new quarterback, and I truly believe that it will be one of those two guys, future Hall of Fame guys, future first ballot Hall of Fame guys, in Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. But at the end of the day, you still got to go out and get a young quarterback. Let me ask you guys this real quick. I want to get the chat involved. Put it down in the comments section. If C.J. Stroud is somewhere still surfacing around that 5 to 7 range, right? Say he's there at 5. Do you trade up for him, or do you wait for the middle rounds to go out and get like a Hendon Hooker? You know what I mean? Or you know, the young pup out of BYU. What do you do? Do you, because he may fall to he may be a second round pick, maybe even a first round pick. Somebody may take a flyer on a young BYU guy. You know what I mean? So, but what do you want to do? If Stroud is somewhere still lingering around, do you trade up to go get him, or do you wait to the middle rounds for the middle rounds to go get a young guy that you can groom? Walt says no. Jonathan says trade up. Trade up. A lot of trade ups. Okay. I like that. I like that. I definitely like that. Because you guys, we have to assume that this is our last time drafting this early. So if this is the last time that we get a chance to draft in the top 10, nonetheless, at 7, you may have to take the flyer and may have to take the chance on going up to get your guy. Somebody says something about Josh Jacobs tweeting out something. Let me see. I didn't see his tweet. Let me see what he said. Hero turned villain. I don't even know if that means him or that means Derek Carr. I'll tell you one thing. Josh tweets the most craziest shit at the most random times. So you just never know what he means by anything. It's just so weird. Like Derek Carr gets benched and Josh Jacobs tweets like a God is good tweet, right? And you're like, wait, what? Like, okay, God is always good, right? Like, there's always a chance that, you know, you just tweeted it out because you're saying God is good, but you're tweeting it out at a time when Derek Carr got benched, right? So I don't assume that that's all about Josh Jacobs. I think that's, you know, Derek Carr being, you know, labeled earlier on as, you know, a hero, right? A lot of people in the nation was like, this is the guy that came in and helped us try and turn this thing around, right? It didn't get completely turned around, but you know, we had 2016, we had last year, right? 2 years in the playoffs in the past 9 seasons, but he helped turn it around somewhat. He did definitely helped us get Devontae Adams. I'll tell you that. So I don't know what to think with Josh Jacobs tweets anymore. I still have no idea what it means. I don't. .com still no response. My bad, brother. What do you mean? I've been crazy busy, bro, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Matrix, what about the U of QB? Wiped in feet. What about the U? What you mean, Matrix? What do you mean, King? Elaborate on that, my brother. Shout out to Old School. No on drafting a QB in the first round unless you plan on starting him. Too many holes on this team to have a first rounder sitting on the bench. I hear you, and I definitely agree with you. I think that you got to, you know, strike while the iron is hot. When you got Waller and all these guys, Devontae, Josh Jacobs, in the prime of their careers, I agree. But if you want to look, you always have to think about the future. You always have to think about the future, bro. Like, because whoever we go out and get at quarterback right now, they're only going to be here for a year or two. So what is that Old School like? What, like, would you rather sit around until next season? Because we're not going to be in on Caleb Williams. Like, he'll be gone at number 1 next season. We will not be nowhere near anywhere to draft him. So do you just wait to go get one next year? I'm just saying that, look, whoever we bring in this year, they may be a 1 year, at most 2 year option. So you got to go get your young guy. Oh, you mean Tyler Van Dyke out of Miami? Yeah, I heard that he may be going back to school. Is that true? Yeah, we need a future QB. We definitely do. .com, I didn't get your message, bro. I did not get your message. Write me right now. Write me something right now so I can respond to it. But I'm thinking that we're going to be at Barcode Burgers Saturday night from like 6 or 7 to like 10 o'clock at night. Just doing like a little nation meet and greet. All of us just kicking it, having drinks. So we will be at Barcode at some time Saturday night. So stay tuned for that. I think Friday night we're going to be going to Stage Door. All of us. You know what I mean? So we'll be out there. I think my brother Fingers will be with me. B, Cody, Oos. I think a lot of us are going to be going out there. So stay tuned for that. Stage Door. Our brother Mike will be DJing Friday night. So I think we're going to be over there kicking it. Let me see. AJ, I'm not against that. .com, I land at 9 o'clock at 9 p.m. So we get in at the same time, my brother. Maybe I'll run into you at the airport and get a drink. I'm not against that, though. I'm not against that. I always call Peter PS because I can't say his last name. I'd literally destroy his last name. But I'm not. Look, I think that dude is going to be a dog at the next level. And the thing is this: if you go get him a lineman like that in the top 10, that means that you're bringing in a Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. You're bringing in a veteran quarterback that's going to come in and needs the best wall in front of him to get the job done. So I'm not against that. I'm not. Look, I want to go complete defense, period, point blank, the end. But if you bring in a veteran like Tom Brady, I'm not against going out to go get PS. I'm not. I think he's going to be a dog at the next level. I do. Why not go get a young pup on a rookie contract instead of going out and overpaying a guard or a tackle in free agency? And a lot of the times, these guards and tackles are free agents for a reason. They're coming off of injuries, you know what I mean? Or they're coming off of a down season, right? I don't want to overpay a guard or a tackle in free agency. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I do believe we'll still beef up our O-line a little bit in free agency, but I don't want to overpay one of these top names. So I'm not against going out and getting him. I get that he has short arms and blah, blah, blah. This dude is a dog. He's a dog. He's a dog. Bro, Passwords is one of my guys. Shout out to Passwords. That's my boy. I watch every one of his battles, man. Town business. There you go, Brian. A walking all-pro at guard. I don't think Colts regret drafting Nelson where they did. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Brian. Man, talk that shit, my brother. Look, win-win. People think I'm tripping, right? But I think, honestly, dog, that's my quarterback in this draft. I love Will Levis. I love Will Levis. People they kill me for that, but his arm is amazing. The dude has all the measurables in the world. You know what I mean? He's a mobile guy that can run and get you some yards. That's my guy. All the problems that he has is in between the ears. He has to work on the mental part, the mental aspect of the game. If he can overcome those obstacles that he has, all the shit between his ears, he can be that dude at the next level. I always say that he's like a Big Ben with athleticism. Big Ben with athleticism. That is my guy out of Kentucky, Will Levis. And I know a lot of people, oh, blah, blah, blah. He didn't have a lot of talent over there at Kentucky, man. The guy was playing with barely anything. You know what I'm saying? So, look, that's my guy. He said, Levis's pro comp is Derek. Bro, Mo, if you watch football, bro, and I know you do, there's whoever said that his pro comp is Derek Carr is tweaking. Their game is there's nothing the same about their game. I mean, they both have a strong arm. Don't get me wrong, but they're completely two different quarterbacks. There's no way in hell his comp is Derek Carr. Whoever said that, these websites be tweaking, man. Let me see. Lewis, I like Paris Johnson. I like him too. Another guy that I wouldn't be upset about if we went and got him in the early, in the top 10. I would not be against that, because that lets me know that Jalen Carter's off the board, Will Anderson is off the board. Look, if you're at 7, you guys, right? Would you rather go get a guy like PS or Paris Johnson that can be on that O-line for years to come, that can be there for years to come, or take a shot at like a Cam Smith out of South Carolina, a Joey Porter Jr. out of Penn State, you know what I mean? A corner, right? Go get a corner. Because look, with Jalen Carter off the board, there's no defensive tackle that I'm taking that early, period. I don't care. Even my boy TT out of USC, I take him in the second, third round, moving up, you know what I mean? But no, not in the first. And I'm assuming that Tyree Wilson and Will Anderson will be off the board at that time as well. So what do? Do you take a Christian Gonzalez out of Oregon? I mean, look, do you take a corner? Me personally, I'm not against going out and getting a Paris Johnson or PS and stacking up your offensive line. That's dope, Clint. I love that. I love it, bro. I love it. That's dope. Let me see. AC, my guy, Emmanuel Forbes, man.
There's no one in your contact.
My bad, y'all. Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State. That's my guy. He is flying under the radar. I'm not hearing his name pop up a lot at all. The corner out of Mississippi State. That is my guy. Let me see. Definitely like him as well, Biggs. I definitely like him. I think Sanjit just did a breakdown on him as well. You guys go check out Sanjit's video. I do believe that he broke down Kancey's film. He's a dog. Let me see. Yeah, that's Scout's guy, Omni. That is Scout's guy. That dude is quick as shit. That's Scout's guy. Like, Scout has been saying that I don't know how to say his name either. Was it Andre Isvalis? I don't know how to say it. But young Princeton cat, that is definitely his guy. Let me see. No. Not at all. Why would they? Devontae is under contract in Las Vegas. Aaron Rodgers is under contract in Green Bay. And Hackett is the new offensive coordinator for the New York Jets. So I don't know what are you maybe saying that Rodgers goes to the Jets and then Devontae goes too? The Jets can't afford both those guys. And we're not going to trade Devontae. So, that's not going to happen. I could definitely see A-Rod going to the Jets for sure. But that's if he wants to go that route. Preston, I'm hoping that we do it in the draft. All you gotta do is go out and get a guard and a tackle, and just go the rest defense. Go get you a quarterback. If you don't get a Stroud or any of those guys, get one in the middle rounds. If you spend 3 picks on this whole draft, you go get a quarterback, a guard, a tackle. I'm cool with that. And you go complete defense after that. 2 corners, defensive tackle. You know what I mean? Like you go get a safety. There's still enough, and I'm still waiting to see what's up with these comp picks, if there's any comp picks. But I'm assuming right now we're somewhere around the 11 spot, right? So if you use 3, you still have 8 picks to go complete defense. You can literally revitalize your defense overnight. I just don't want to overdraft. I don't want to overpay tackles and guards, and in free agency, because they are expensive, man. We need some help on the defensive side of the ball. Shout out to Lux. Get Texans 2nd round, technically a 1st or any high 2nd, and get the QB that falls to you in the 1st. Target Forbes, Cansey, Tully, any combo in the 2nd. Look, I'm not against that, Lux. I'm not against that at all. Get Texans 2nd round, technically a 1st or any high 2nd, and get the QB that falls to you in the 1st. Target Forbes, which Forbes is my guy. Cansey, we were just talking about him, defensive tackle out of Pitt, and Tully, the young defensive tackle out of USC. I love all 3 of those names. Lux, I hear you, my brother. I definitely hear you. Shout out to my dog, Lux. Forgot Drew Sanders, but any other combination. Yeah, any combination. Drew Sanders is the dog. Let me see. He said, Waller's definitely about to be a Packer, I'm telling you. Well, let me ask you this, Clint. If Waller is a Packer, right, in which I don't see that happening at all, what do we get for him? What do we get for him? Wasn't the rumor that we turned down a 2nd or something like that from Green Bay? I believe it was like a 2nd or something, right? Oh, William, if that can happen, bro, that would be the best defensive line in the NFL. Over Philadelphia, dog. If you went and paid Deron Payne, which I don't think we will, and found a way to get Jalen Carter, and you put those 2 guys with Max and Chandler on the outside, yo, you may not even have to spend that much money on corners and safeties in the draft, or draft capital on them and that much money in free agency. If you build a stout defensive line like Deron Payne, Jalen Carter, Max Crosby, Chandler Jones, at that point, you don't even need to cover. You're just going to get to the quarterback every 2 seconds. Like, for real. That me personally, that's the best way to work this offseason, is to build that defensive line, build the trenches. Go, like I said, go get your guard and your tackle on the offensive side of the ball, but build the trenches on the defensive side of the ball. That takes so much pressure off of the middle of your defense, the linebackers, and your corners and your safeties. I'm not against that at all. I'm all for going all in on the trenches this offseason. Build the O-line, build the D-line. 2 stout defensive tackles to pit inside where, Max and Chandler on the outside. That is the best way to win football games, is putting pressure on the quarterback. Then you don't have to overpay, these big name guys in free agency to come in that corner. You don't, because you're just putting so much pressure on the quarterback that you can have a fringe cornerback 1, a corner 2. Like, you don't have to stress about these guys on the outside. Yeah, like if you build a stout defensive line, I'd bring back your sin on a cheap deal. I definitely would. Definitely would. I agree, Robert. I agree. I definitely agree. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys for rocking. Let's get back on task, man. We're talking about the draft and all that good stuff. I'm gonna save some of that talk because I know we're gonna be doing a Shieldmore show here very soon. Me and Stu are gonna be doing our show very soon. I want to break down some of the Purdue guys in the draft. And tonight I'm not gonna talk about the draft at all with my Blackout family, Kenny, Cody, and Samoan. We're going to be talking about Raider football. We're definitely going to break that down. But I want to get back to what we're talking about. How do you guys feel about today, Derek Carr, our quarterback of the 9 years, being sent to the Pro Bowl for the 4th time in his 9 years? His 9 seasons, 4 Pro Bowls. I believe, like I said before, I think 2 or 3 are alternate. But either way, doesn't matter. Pro Bowl. How do you feel about that? How do you guys feel about Carr playing one more game in Allegiant Stadium? Potentially as a Raider. Good for him. I love it. Okay. Final farewell. Okay. Well, Goodell got jokes. This is facts. He's definitely trolling. See, Rick, I don't think that he deserved. I don't think he deserved it at all this season. But I do believe, last season with everything he had to deal with, right? I do believe that he could have been named a Pro Bowler. I don't think he was last year, right? He was 2016. What was it? 2017 and 2019 or 2020? Well, I forgot what years he was named a Pro Bowler, but I don't think he was statistically. I don't think he deserved it this year. Well, I mean, they both got named. They both were named Pro Bowlers. And I think that's what makes this so funny is that it's like you want to be like, yes, DC went to the Pro Bowl, but then you're like, damn, he got named a Pro Bowler right at the same time when they named Tyler Huntley a Pro Bowl alternate. Like, I don't, it's very hard to celebrate that. It's very hard to celebrate that. Miguel says, this is only my 2nd time watching your channel, and I've seen your posts on Twitter. I'm having a hard time accepting punk-ass Tom Brady on the team. Can't do it. I'll say this, Miguel. I agree with you, brother. Like, as a diehard my entire life, 39 years old, been a fan my whole life, was born into a Raider family, right? I had no choice when I was born. I was a Raider. I have to say this. I grew up hating Tom Brady, just like everybody else. Hated him. Tuck rule, hated him, right? Some of the Brady tweets that I put out, some of the stuff I put on IG, I just be trolling. I be having fun. I know it creates conversation, right? I'm not sure if Tom Brady's going to be a Raider, but I think this: if he comes in and helps us, leads us to a Super Bowl win, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't. You know what I mean? Because we have to say this, and no one ever talks about this. Right. And I do believe the team that we had could have did it. But who's to say if we won the Tuck rule, we were still going to win the Super Bowl? Who's to say? Who's to say? Look, it's my job to talk the tough shit, right? Like that's a tough take to say, but who's to say we would have won the Super Bowl? Who's to say we would have won? Right? We could have won in Foxborough and moved on and lost next week. So, the following season, we went to the Super Bowl anyway, got blown out by Tampa Bay. But I will say this. If Tom Brady comes in and leads this team to a Super Bowl, I don't care. All is well and forgiven. I don't care. I wash my hands out of any hatred that I've ever had for Tom Brady. Period, point, the end. As Raider fans, we need to hate the referees. Hate the refs. Tom Brady didn't make that call. And actually on live with Charles Woodson, he actually admitted that it was a fumble. So shout out to Mondo, my dog. Pro Bowl QB who got benched. Only helps his trade value. Wonder what the backup plan is if we can't get TB12. Shit. I think at that point, I think if we don't get him, we bring back Stidham regardless. You bring him back regardless. But the thing is this. It's a little scary because if we don't get a Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, right, and we have to, and just say we even miss out on a Jimmy G if we don't get both those guys. Going into the draft in April, teams are going to know that we're going to be desperate. And that's the thing that scares me. Teams know at 7, we're going to be desperate. And we're probably going to have to give up the farm in order to move up to get a quarterback. If we do not get one of those big name guys, the NFL, every GM in the NFL is going to know how desperate we are. And they're going to annihilate us, giving up draft capital to move up to go get a quarterback. So that's the thing that scares me, man. I'm hoping that we have one of these guys already locked up. So when we go into the draft, if we don't get a Stroud, you know what I mean, or we don't get one of these guys, Hendon Hooker in the middle rounds, you know, at least we have a guy that we know can be the QB right now. But I'm a little spooked that if we don't go get one of these guys, we maybe end up with like a Jacoby Brissett who knows the system. He came from New England as well. And then, you know, we look desperate. We look desperate as shit in the draft. Let me see. Shout out to my brother Wasted in the building. What's good, King? If I'm the Raiders, I call the Texans offer DC Renfro, number 7 pick for the number 2 pick. And then Alex, at that point, what do you do? Are you getting Bryce Young? Is that what you're doing? I think that. I mean, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. But if I'm trading up to number 2, see, yeah. Y'all don't need me drafting, man. Because look, if Jalen Carter falls to number 2, I'm getting Jalen Carter. I think he's going to be a phenomenal defensive tackle for the next 10 plus years in the NFL. So if we move up to number 2, I know it'll be difficult, right? Getting rid of Carr and Renfro and the number 7 pick. I would shock the world if Chicago didn't take Jalen Carter at 1. I'm taking Jalen Carter. So, Chris, it won't matter. This isn't a Derek Carr and Devontae Adams kind of situation. It's not. This is, does our GM want to give up back-to-back first-round picks, back-to-back years to Green Bay for bringing in veterans? You know what I mean? And phenomenal veterans at that. That's no shade. But it has nothing to do with Devontae Adams. Nothing. This is, if Ziegler says, I want to give up 2 firsts to Green Bay, then we do it. But I don't know if he wants to do that. And you may have to give up even more probably. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I think Jalen Carter's off the board at number 1 too to Chicago. I definitely do. If they don't find a team that just trades everything and anything and everything to them for that number 1 spot. Yeah, Maul, I agree. It'd be difficult to give up, because then at this point, you're giving up 3 first-round picks back-to-back years, right? You're giving up last year's first round for Devontae in a second. Then you're giving up a first this year for Aaron Rodgers and then a first next year for Aaron Rodgers. That means that this GM has never had a first-round pick in his whole time as a Raider GM. I just don't see that happening. I don't. I agree. I definitely think that Stroud would fit in this system. I think McDaniels does want that. But the thing with Stroud is, too, a lot of people do not understand he uses his legs a lot. You know what I mean? I don't think he's that traditional pocket passer, Alex. I don't. This is a guy that if need be, he can go out there and get you 10, 15 yards, 20 yards. You know what I mean? Running up and down the field. Yeah, he's a pocket passer, definitely. You want to keep him in the pocket, most definitely. He makes those hard throws too. I like Stroud's game, but that guy is not a traditional pocket passer. He can get out of the pocket. He can move around. Let me see. I can see that, Clint. Promise you, Rodgers' price drops when he tells them where he wants to be. I could definitely see that. Omni, I'm not going to go as far as to say that at all because they're both totally different. They don't have the same build. You know what I mean? Aaron Donald was so undersized coming out of Pitt and still is the best defensive tackle in the NFL. I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say that he can be that kind of – there's certain guys in the NFL. You look at Aaron Donald. You look at Quentin Williams, right? There's certain defensive tackles. You're like, oh, my God, like these guys – you can – I think at some point you're going to put Jalen Carter in that conversation. Point blank, period. I really, truly do. I think he'll be a top 5 name in the NFL at the defensive tackle position. Is that year one? I don't know. I think he'll still ball in year one, but I don't know if it's going to take him a little time to get to that point to be that disruptor. But he will be a top 5 defensive tackle. I think top 3, like clear. Let me see. Yeah, Graham, that's crazy, right? 4 Pro Bowls, 1 career playoff touchdown. That's tough. That's tough. No, that's facts, Chuck. That is facts. The Patriots are used to picking at 32 in the first round. We're going to be okay. This is facts. Facts. Let me see. Biggs, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm just not that big of a fan of Will Anderson Jr. I'm not. You know what I mean? I like him. I just think he's overhyped. I think Jalen Carter is the clear-cut number 1 player in this draft. Lou, I would do that in a heartbeat, in an instant. If the Panthers called and said, "Here, take the 9th pick. We just want DC and Renfro." Bye. Bye-bye. Instantly. There's nothing to debate. Now you have 2 top 10 picks. Oh, I'm doing that immediately. I just don't think that, Carolina would. That's 2 contracts that they got to take on. But there's no debate about that. Oh, my God. If Carolina called and said, give us Renfro and DC for the 9th. Oh, my. Hey, man. Renfro gets to go back to the Carolinas. You know what I mean? He played for Clemson. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm all for that. Derek Carr, Ian, there's just no way in hell he's going to allow himself to go through the troubles that his brother went through in Houston. It's just, I don't see that happening at all. I know a lot of people always going to go over there and, man, this is still the 2nd worst team in the NFL this past season. Why would he want to go to a worse situation? It doesn't make any sense. I do not think the Texans are a team at all that Derek Carr is looking at. And I don't think the Texans are looking at Derek Carr. I think, they're going to bring in Ryans as their head coach, rightfully so. And I think they go get a young guy. I think he learned from the Niners too, right? You get a guy on a rookie contract like a Purdy this season. You know what I'm saying? You still got Trey Lance over there. You get a rookie guy with a rookie deal and you build the defense up. That's why I like with DeMarco Ryans going over to the Texans. He just denied the Broncos. He's not going over there. I think he's going to go to the Texans, take the head coaching position, get a rookie deal quarterback, and build the fuck out that defense. Shout out to everybody in the building. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Yeah, John, I don't agree. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, my brother. There's no way. Johnny, facts. Thank you, Carr, for 9 years. Good luck in your future. Talk that shit. Let me see. Doesn't matter where he goes. I want the 2nd overall pick. Ian, I just don't know how that happens. We'd have to trade up and give up a lot for that. Shout out to the 500 people in the building, man. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 20K by the time the season starts. We can only do it with y'all help. I appreciate you guys, man. Let me see. Yeah, we talked about that, Queen. We talked about that. I think he was alluding to Derek Carr. I think that's what he was talking about. I think he's seen all the tweets about Derek Carr, going to the Pro Bowl this season. And I think he was talking about that. Like I said before, though, Josh always finds the wrong time to tweet. It seems like every time he puts something out, it's revolving around something else, and it just looks bad. It just looks terrible. But I do believe he's talking about Derek Carr. You know what I mean? At one point, he was considered the hero in Raider Nation, and now he's the villain, so to speak. So I think he's talking about Derek Carr. I don't think he's talking about himself, because at the end of the day, we can always bring him back, you know what I mean, on the franchise tag, and he's a Raider. Let me see. Chris, Rodgers got millions in his account right now. Why take the stance that he is out of reach? He doesn't have Super Bowl stacked up and wants another before retirement. Why wouldn't he go to a ready team for less? Chris, because that's not in his nature. When is the last time you've seen Aaron Rodgers go out and take a deal, a team-friendly deal for his team? He's had a team that was already ready for the Super Bowl. They lost in numerous NFC championships. He didn't take any team-friendly deals for them then. So, I mean, why would he do it for us now? You know what I'm saying? And I look at it like this. Why wouldn't he do it for a team where he played his entire career for, over a team that he's just coming over here for a year or two? Rodgers wants his bread. Rightfully so. He wants his money. He got a Super Bowl. We got numerous MVPs. I just don't see him taking any type of team-friendly deal. He wants his shillings, man. Get your bread. Get your bread. Wild idea. Trade Adams for first and second pick. No. Build a defense this year for tank for Williams. Bro, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That would get not only Josh McDaniels fired because he lost 2 years in a row, that is getting Ziegler fired in year 2 as well. So not only is Josh getting shipped out, now we got to go find another GM, because if you trade Adams and you're done. You're done. You're basically, it's a revolving door at that time, Andu. You're trading him for the same shit that you traded for him beforehand. You know what I mean? That is Ziegler looking very, very bad. Very bad. Very, very, very bad. Shout out to Larry. What happens if Carr gets injured at the Pro Bowl? He won't. He won't, Larry. He won't. I think this is more of a going out, shaking people's hands. This is going to be a meet and greet for Derek Carr at Allegiant Stadium come this weekend. It's not going to be him going out there, flinging the ball all over the place, running around, potentially getting himself hurt. No, this is not that type of situation. It's a flag football game, Larry. He'll be on the sidelines, signing autographs and getting his proper farewell that a lot of people say he deserved. Shout out to my dog, Larry. Let me see. The truth. Look, bro, I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked. That is the truth. The truth. Something to scare you all. If Raiders don't get Brady or Rodgers, McDaniels liked Baker. Fuck. Let me see. Blaze, I agree. I love the direction this team is going, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I am definitely here for it. Let me see. Shout out to Pineapple. I'll try to hit a Stu real quick. DC gets a lot of yards between. Wait, what? DC gets a lot of yards between red zones. Oh, so Pineapple, you're basically saying he gets a lot of yardage from the 20 to the 20, but not a lot of yardage in between the 20. Is that what you're trying to say, Pineapple? I'm trying to get what you're saying, family, and I appreciate you on a $10 donation. You're saying that basically all of his yardage is between the 20 and the 20, right? And not inside the 20. I hear you. Shout to Pineapple, man. Shout to Sandoval. DC is the reason why we have trophies made for attendance in 2 days. Wait, what? DC is the reason why we have trophies made for attendance in 2 days in today's world. Oh my God, bro. Sandoval, man, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill, King. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog, Sandoval. Let me see. Yeah, basically saying he don't get yards in the red zone. Okay. Shout out to Ben Carr. Yeah, I do like him. I like Anthony Richardson a lot. I think that someone's going to get him somewhere in the top 10. I think somebody will reach and go get Anthony Richardson because of, that boomer bust kind of thing. Like, look, the dude got a strong arm. He's mobile. You know what I mean? Dude has the body for the NFL. But I'm not using a pick that early on an Anthony Richardson. Me personally, I'm not. The good thing is, you guys, we got Patrick Graham out there at the Senior Bowl. You know what I mean? He's getting a good look at a lot of these guys in the draft. That is a big, big, big plus for this team, man. For real. Like big, big, big plus for Patrick Graham to be out there head coach for the Senior Bowl. Like he's getting a look at a lot of these guys. I think that, Zeke spends a lot of time watching other teams and stuff. I'm not too worried about who we're going to draft. I'm not. I think these guys are going to make the right decisions in, draft wise. I do. And Papa T, to be honest, let's just say Anthony Richardson was Cam. Then I draft him. Cam Newton is a former MVP, been to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? If you can get a guy that's Cam, early Cam, oh, you definitely take that. On a rookie contract? Oh, come on, man. You do it immediately. Yes, Mike, we will, bro. Right when free agency hits the 15th of March, I'll be doing like a 10-hour live. We're gonna do a whole live from morning to night that day, breaking down everything going on in free agency. So stay tuned for that, Mike. We definitely will be live all day long when free agency hits. So stay tuned. That's my favorite show. I love doing that. Be live from when the sun goes up to the sun comes down. We will be live all day long that day. Let me see. Shout out to Rob in the building, 75. Shout out to Jonathan. I see us trading back and forth a lot during the draft, especially if we get picks for Carr. Oh, yeah, facts. Facts, Jonathan. We're going to be moving up and down the board a lot. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Definitely moving up and down the board. Can't wait for the draft, bro. I cannot wait. And I'm going to be out there in Kansas City. I'm excited to actually watch this draft, man. We're going to be moving and shaking a lot. We have so many moving parts and so many, needs on this defense. You know what I mean? And a few on the O-line. I mean, on the O-line as well. Like, we're going to be moving up and down a lot. You know what I mean? So I'm excited, man. I am excited, man. Definitely. I read some shit about Waller to the Giants for Daniel Jones. Your thoughts? That wouldn't happen, John. That wouldn't happen. And to be honest, the Giants would be insane to trade a quarterback, like Daniel Jones for a 30-plus-year-old Darren Waller. That would be insane. At that point, you got to fire the ball after having a great season. You don't trade a young guy like Daniel Jones that looked really good for that team and looked really good under the ball in that offense for a 30-plus-year-old tight end. Let me see. Yeah, Daniel Jones is a free agent, but the Giants will be re-signing him. They will be re-signing him. Paul, that's a good question. I don't think we do. I don't think we do. He has some big drops for us this year and big parts of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like Foster, man, either made a big play or he just shit the bed, right? And this regime is not the regime that drafted him. You know what I'm saying? Mayock and Gruden went and got him out of LSU, a few years back. This regime has nothing. There's no attachment to Foster Moreau, and I'm not paying him that kind of money in free agency. You just paid Darren Waller. There's no reason you pay 2 tight ends. It just doesn't make any sense. Let Foster walk. If he gets no big deal anywhere else, bring him back on the cheap. I'm cool with that. But I think that I trust Josh McDaniels and Zeig to be able to go out and get a tight end. These guys are New England Patriot guys. They came from that regime. They've had, 2 of the best tight ends ever, together at one time. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not paying Foster that kind of money at all. Ryan, I have not, but I'm going to go check it out. I'm definitely going to go check it out. And I'm going to do a quick video on it as well. I heard that Max was pretty much saying that he wants Tom Brady. So that's what I'm hearing. Let me see. Foster is dog shit. Sign Hayden Hurst. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button. With 11 picks and it being a top-heavy draft, they're saying it's thin at a lot of positions. Should we package some of our later picks and move back in the early rounds? See, I don't agree with that. Raider picks, I don't agree with this being a top-heavy draft. I think that it's more heavy in the middle rounds. Look, yeah, you got the Jalen Carters and the Will Andersons of the world and the Will Levis and, the quarterbacks, the Youngs and come on, Strauss. Yeah, cool. I don't think this is a top-heavy draft. I think that there's more out there in the middle rounds. I even think that there's going to be some great late-round picks and some UDFAs coming out of this draft. I don't think this is a top-heavy draft. I don't think it's a top-heavy draft at all. I think that your bread and butter is going to be in the 3rd round, the 4th round, the 5th round. There's going to be a lot of talent on the board in those middle rounds, and I'm excited for it. I'm definitely excited for it. Wow, Joey Porter over Christian Gonzalez. I mean, look, I like them both. I think Christian Gonzalez can be the best cornerback in this draft. He could be. Joey Porter's measurables are crazy. He got them Dikembe Mutombo arms. Like, this dude arms, the measurables are crazy. I think a lot of these corners have, their pros and their cons. You know what I mean? But if we ended up with Joey Porter Jr. or Christian Gonzalez, I'm not mad about either one of them. Either one of them at all. Let me see. Robert, I'm a fan. You talk about the young pup out of Baylor, right? Young pup out of Baylor. Like him a lot. Dangerfield says, Docs, trade back for Richardson in the later 1st round, get more capital from mid rounds. I don't think that Anthony Richardson will be there. Dangerfield, I think a team's going to take a shot at him somewhere from the 1 to 15 range. I think he'll be gone. You could be right, though, but I think that there's going to be a team that's going to be a shocker team that's going to take a shot on Anthony Richardson early. But if we could assume that he'd be there in the later 1st, I would definitely trade back and go get him. John Beck, I'm not against that. I like Porter and Gonzalez a lot. I like Cam Smith, and I like Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State. Let me see. Mo, I like Eli Ricks. And you know what's funny? Ricks has been available a lot in the later rounds. If that's a guy that's available from the 5th to 7th round, I'm down for it. I've been seeing him available in a lot of drafts, mock drafts available in the later rounds. That's not a guy I would take early. I probably wouldn't even take a flyer on Eli Ricks in the middle rounds. But if he's available later on, I would take a flyer on him. I mean, look, you coming from a program like Alabama, you played against the greatest talent in college football. I'm not against that. But for some strange reason, the guy is available from those 5th to 7th rounds a lot in a lot of these mocks. So, I got to do my homework a little bit more, but I like his game. I like Ricks. I want to see where this last mock draft actually had him available. California kid. Let me see. Everybody's been talking about him a lot, E. I know Sanjit's been putting a lot of tape out on him as well. Defensive tackle out of Pitt. So, okay, he says second to round of yours. And this one, it has him anywhere from the 2nd to the 5th round. Second to 5th round. I'm gonna go look him up. I'm gonna do some homework more on Eli Ricks. But I've seen him available in a lot of these mock drafts in the later rounds. But that's crazy though. This one did have him anywhere from the 2nd to the 5th. Shout out to Jason. I appreciate you, bro. Guys, I love you when you shoot people off your show and you got the best channel on YouTube. Love yourself, brother. Raider Nation for life. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to my dog, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I never want to delete people off the channel, man. That's one thing I do not want to do. I want to vibe out with everybody, man. But you know, it's funny, man. When your channel grows and it starts getting, you know, bigger and bigger and bigger, a lot of weird shit starts happening, man. So, you know, I just rather get that shit out the way. Let me see. But yeah, man. Shout out to you guys coming up on an hour and a half. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Today, Derek Carr has been named to his 4th Pro Bowl. You know, kind of a last hurrah in a sense. You know what I mean? He will be there this weekend, you guys, at the flag football game at Allegiant Stadium. I know I'll be out there from Friday to Monday. If you guys are in the area, hit me up. We'll be running around. There's a bunch of parties going on and stuff. I know. Shout out to Woodson Whiskey, my people. Shannon Sharp, I believe, is throwing a party at the MGM or one of those places. I'll get more information. But he's throwing something. We're probably going to be over there vibing out. We're going to be doing the Barcode Burgers Saturday night. It's going to be a lot of shit going on. Friday night, stage door. Stay tuned. If you guys are in Vegas, hit me up. Definitely want to rock with all my Nation family. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. On the way out, wipe them feet and hit that subscribe button. You already know what time it is. I will be back tonight with my Blackout family. Samoan Raider, Raider Cody, Kenny King Jr. Love y'all. We out. One.